Hello everyone, welcome back to Kosi's Arsenal podcast. My name is Kosi. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in all parts of the world. Another beautiful day, another beautiful predicted lineup, another beautiful tactical analysis and beautiful match preview. Arsenal up against Sheffield United. It's a beautiful one. It's a game that I predicted in my last show to be 3-0 Arsenal, 2-0 Arsenal, around there. And I think all of you are going to agree with me. It's a game we must win. It's a game Arsenal must win. It must be an easy one. Look, there are games that are going to be hard. There are games that are not going to be easy, but this one should be easy. Smash the like button. Get your subscriptions in. Get your comments in. And for me, the question in this one, if you want to answer in the comment box, is, if you care to answer, is by what margin should Arsenal beat Sheffield United? Because for me, that is the question. That's the only question. There is no room for any excuses. Arsenal have got to win this one. Arsenal have got to win this game by a big margin. It's a lifesaver. It's a game changer. It's a morale booster. Look, for me, it's the most important game this season, because if you lose against Sheffield United, how do you respond against Slavia Prague away from home? Look, for me, this game is very, very, very important. So I'm going to be looking at my predicted lineup, and in my match preview, if you have watched it, if you have not watched it, go back to the channel. I think it's the previous video, and try to check check it and see what I talked about about this game. Sheffield on a very poor run, 20th on the table, bottom. They have already been, they have confirmed they're not staying in the top flight. Arsenal 10th. We have also confirmed they're not going to finish in the top 6. But where do you leave the fans? What do you leave the fans with? So for me, that is what is important, and I think Arsenal should be more careful in this game, but it's a game we must win. So let us look at the predicted lineup. In this one, I don't know what your predicted lineups could be, but this is going to be mine. I've gone back with Ban Leno. Of course, there's so many people who have been saying that Arsenal need a change and so on. I'm one of those people who at times feel Leno is really, really letting me down. There are times when I'm like, come on, you're top class goalkeeper. You're 29 years of age. You're not getting any younger. These mistakes are for 22 old goalkeepers. They're 20. He's making mistakes that you just can't believe. He's making them. A goalkeeper of his caliber, a goalkeeper of his stature, a goalkeeper of his experience, 29 years of age. You've got to do better than that, Leno. You've got to do better than that. And that's what we are saying. When I was doing my dream signings, I said I would bring in Kasper Schmeichel. It's not because Leno is so poor. No. He's never been so poor. He's just that he's not giving us what he's supposed to give us. So I go with Leno, but I hope he doesn't make those mistakes. Look, against Slavia Praha, that goal, that should have been another corner probably. But Leno, those weak hands. He considered the same goal against Diogo Jota over the weekend, and then he considered it again in the midweek against Slavia Praha. Look, some things need to change. Some things need to change, really. Hector Bellerin comes in the red back. I think he had a stinker against Slavia Praha. He had a stinker, but all of us were poor. I just want to say, don't want to give credit to anyone in that game, but Hector Bellerin comes back for me. I'm frustrated. I was frustrated with Chambers. I was really, really frustrated with Chambers. So I'd go with Hekeby because we have nothing to do, and of course, because Kiantian is injured, Cedric Soares will come back in the left back position. The fruits of not signing, a left back backup, are hurting us, and there is nothing to do. But I think Cedric and Hector Bellerin will be lining up for Arsenal. Gabriel Magalhaes and Rob Holding, I think that will be the centre-back partnership. We will see against Sheffield United. A little bit of consistency in the lineup. I would love to see that, because against Slavia Praha, you expect the same figures to actually line up together. So if they can have a spell of 3 games in a row trying to play together, probably that could actually mean something in terms of chemistry and in terms of. But Rob Holding and Gabriel Magalhaes, they need to sort their lines up. They need to sort out themselves. We are conceding stupid goals, courtesy of them. Holding, the headers we are conceding They don't make sense. He's so tall for us to be conceding those goals from players like Diogo Jota. In the last game, I was surprised. Jota is as short as me standing. And he's heading the ball. Raheem Sterling is heading the ball off Robolding. I think he needs to work on that. Gabriel Magalhaes, phenomenal talent. Of course, he's a very good player. I don't want to give him credit because in the last 2 games, he's been as poor as Robolding. So I'm not blaming Robolding, because the defense has been so poor in the last 2 games. No, Gabriel has been poor. Robolding has been poor. Everyone in that defense has been poor, and Len has been poor. They've got to step up. In the last Premier League game, we missed Granit Xhaka, and Thomas Partey. Partey was there, but Xhaka was not there. So probably now we have more time to see them on the pitch. Look, I don't know how integral and essential Xhaka is in that Arsenal midfield, but I've already said it and I'll say it again. He's one of the areas where we need an upgrade. He's one of the players that I think are just not good enough. Partey, yeah, he had a stinker against Slavia Praha. He was not so good against Liverpool, but the quality is there. So I expect him to man this midfield against Sheffield United. I don't expect Sheffield to have these roundabouts and I don't expect that. And I pray I don't say it. So Xhaka and Partey combining in the midfield. Of course, in front of them slightly is going to be Emile Smith-Rowe as my number 10. No questions about that. I don't want anyone to bring in questions about that. Of course, there are questions about his fitness. He looked unfit against Slavia Praha. He's coming back from an injury, and these are young players that Arsenal is putting a lot of burden onto. So we've got to accept the fact that these players have been there for Arsenal. They've been there for us, and we are overwhelming them with such a big burden. It's unrealistic, very unrealistic. But hopefully, he's getting his fitness back. Bukayo Saka for me is inevitable. However much he needs to work on his finishing. That's the only problem he has. That is the only problem he has. He has to work on his finishing. Work on your finishing, and you're going to be a great man in that shot number 7. Because if you look at players like Rosicky is not missing those chances that Saka is missing. Robert Pires, he's not missing those chances that Saka is missing. And if you look at Saka and what he has achieved at 19 as a teenager, it's just massive. It's just great. You've just got to work on your finishing. You're so poor, Saka. Very, very poor. Poor. You've got to work on that. Gabriel Martinelli gets a chance for me as a striker, and Pepe gets in as my left winger. Now, I think we've got to reward Pepe. On the other side is Sheffield United. I thought they would line up in something like 4-5-1 or 4-4-2, something like that. But I think we've got to reward Pepe. He's become a little bit more consistent. He's not performing at the level he has to perform, at, because he's 72 million pounds, and I doubt he'll ever, perform as a 72 million player. But I think the more Mikel Arteta gives him more time, the more we see that maybe he's capable of something. Maybe we could have Pepe on one side and Saka on the other side, and then things work out. For me, Lacazette needs to be on the bench, not because he didn't perform well. He's one of our top scorers this season. I think he has 9 goals or 10 goals this season. But I need to give Gabriel Martinelli a chance. He deserves it. He's worked for it. Whenever he's come onto the pitch, he's put in the quality we want to see. So give him a chance. You can make him left wing and make a Aubameyang striker or Lacazette striker. You can make him as your centre forward. Whatever you want, just try to give him a chance as Gabi Martinelli. So that is my predicted lineup. I don't know what you guys think about it. Look, I just think it's brilliant. Anyway, but for me, this is a game we must win. I don't care what Mikel Arteta is going to come up with his lineup. I know many people are going to say, Kosi, no. He started Willian again. He's done it again now. Even if it's Willian, even if it's Aubameyang, even if it's Lacazette, I don't care. I need the result. And all those players are Arsenal players, and they've got to give us the result. So that is my predicted lineup. Give me yours if you do not actually agree with me in the comment box, and I'll see you in the next video. Smash the like on the video, sorry. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.